about to stream the last school story, the mystery club. Ready, Yagami-san? Yep. Yep, I'm good. Good to go. Well then, let's look back on each incident the MRCs investigated so we can hopefully gain a better perspective. Excuse me.
Hey. Suspicious. Hey.
In the dance club, Micah Takanashi got into her sugar daddy gigs through the professor's message board. This is what led us to discovering the actual site on the dark web. Students post on the site by using an exclusive browser and register by using their student IDs.
In other words,
as such, we've come to the conclusion that the professor has a very advanced knowledge of computer networking and programming. That or he's got someone on his crew with the knowledge.
now that you mention it,
As for Takanashi-san's motive for becoming a sugar baby, that was a rather unexpected development. Yeah, the person who Takanashi went through all that effort for was Kotoko Idokura. Last semester, Idokura was the chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. Takanashi was a member of that committee too. The other members got sick of Idokura's poor attitude and eventually began ignoring her. By the end of it, everyone had turned their backs on her.
yes.
That had to have been rough. At any rate, the result was a colossal failure of a cultural festival, and Idokura's son hasn't been seen in class ever since. Thus, the identity of the dance club Sugar Baby was revealed. But the case didn't end there. Someone by the username of Dancing Bunny posted a request for a physical assault on Norizuki-san, captain of a rival dance troupe. Excuse me. And the person who requested the hit turned out to be a bit of a surprise to us. The true identity of the poster who requested the attack on Yuri Norizuki is it was the dance club advisor Komikado. He used Nishizono's Dancing Bunny account to make the request. Except, according to Sakakiba, the professor actually never granted the request despite the generous offer from Komikado. What we can deduce from this is that the professor's motive behind his fascinations are not actually monetary in nature. That does make me wonder what the professor's criteria is for selecting posts. The leader of Maiden Heaven, Yuma Suo, he went from the disciplinary committee to a biker gang practically overnight. It turned out that Suo-kun's mother had forbade him from participating in motocross too, so he was doing what he could to suppress that desire of his while still having an outlet for it. Right, and the professor picked up on that jealousy, so he exploited it by manipulating Suo through certain means. Apparently, he was tipped off by a letter found in the committee suggestion box from a Prof. M. Pretty safe to say that was the professor. This was supported by the fact that the letter was dropped off directly in the committee suggestion box. Since it's located on campus, I find it highly likely that the professor attends or works at our school. We mustn't forget Though there was one more key figure in this case. An individual connected to the Neokain gang. Yeah, and that would be Dan Murasaki, aka Ghost. He's the younger brother of the legendary gang founder, Reiji Murasaki. Dan's goal was to rise to the top of the Ichijo underworld so he could step out from his brother's shadow and make a name for himself. Koga, the Neokain gang's leader, took notice of him and used his ambition for their own gain. They were trying to make up for their lack of heavy hitters by making Dan Murasaki the rep of Maiden Heaven and recruiting him to the Neokain gang.
Now that you mention it.
This Koga really must have wanted to win the professor's favor, given how he thought of this as a sort of offering to the professor.
What the?
The Robotics Club. I nosed around there after reports of robot cut purses in the city. As a result, we discovered that the thieving robot's designer was Kurumazaki-kun. To be honest, I had suspected Okitagawa-kun. It's a shame I misjudged the truth. Luckily, I kinda did too, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, we were able to get our hands on something juicy at that lab. A key piece of evidence that points towards the professor's motive behind instigating all this criminal behavior. That would be the copies of the email correspondence with the professor, which we found on the lab's laptop. The professor was explicitly plotting with the Neokain gang to turn Kurumazaki-kun and 7 other specific students to the wrong side of the law.
In other words,
So 8 students total. We still don't know why he chose them, but I believe finding that out will be the key to discovering the professor's identity. The Todoroki Boxing Gym. My Hero Academia. Love that anime. So whenever I hear the name Todoroki, I think of Todoroki from My Hero Academia. This is the payback boxer case. Some masked kid kept picking fights with martial arts experts and other rough and tumble types on the streets. And in the end, we figured out who he really was. Yeah. It was Kenya Oshikiri. He's a former karate club member who turned out to be the wonder kind of Todoroki's gym. In fact, we even have evidence of Oshikiri's motive. This, right? You don't sound all that confident. Not confident at all.
excuse me.
Being honest, if that's the case, why would you care to review the record of the incident? A good idea, Amasawa. I should review the case file again. Man, this ain't it. I thought that was it. Yeah, it's definitely this. Oshikiri only enters a Genbukai to try and overcome his fear of his father, Fudo. Problem is, he found out that all his fights were fixed in his favor. His champion status was a setup for the showrunners to line their
In other
pockets,
words,
and he learned it from the professor, who sent him all the evidence he needed to see the truth for
Which
himself.
means
Which leads us to the question, why would the professor reveal his own hand like
in
that?
other words,
Had this news of match fixing leaked to the public, people would stop betting. The Genfukai record would be done for. We can at least assume that money is not the motive.
I had this right.
Looks like the professor's motive is a major key to solving this case.
Hey,
Shinosuke Shikishima, leader of the Ichijo Hounds, a local skateboard community. He's also the culprit responsible for drawing the graffiti art that suddenly appeared on the walls of Siryu. The professor just so happened to be the motive of the graffiti. Shikishima received a direct request from the professor via the website's private messaging system. That was what led him to tag the school. Graffiti's the perfect blend of crime and art. Kanto Hikawa, president of the photography club, former president of the photography club. He'd been blackmailing Saiga Sensei to save up for his college tuition, which was a scumbag move no matter how you iterate it. Excuse me. Thanks to the professor's website, Hikawa-kun found out Saiga Sensei was having an affair. The professor suddenly reached out to Hikawa-kun to make first contact rather than vice versa.
in other words,
Which means Hikawa was one of the professor's targets.
suspicious.
My favorite club, the esports club. Genya Sanbanmatsu, the cheating gamer. The mofo who cheated in Virtua Fighter 5. The head of Siryu High's esports club, he cheated in competitions with a tool-assisted joystick.
yes,
He seems to have acquired the program and his joystick from the professor. And it's apparently too advanced for any normal high school student to have developed it.
In other words,
Which would mean the professor has unusually high technical skills.
what the?
Kohaku Hayakawa, a female student in the board game club. She started going to an underground casino here in town looking for thrills. Since minors aren't usually allowed in casinos, Hayakawa got access by borrowing her brother's membership card. She even impersonated her brother whenever she went to gamble.
But
In the end, though, we learned she had nothing to do with the professor.
excuse me,
Since her case won't contribute anything to our work on the professor, I'll go ahead and exclude it from our list.
suspicious.
Girls bite. Ah, my dear girlfriend, Emily, as Emily, I think it was Emily Susan Mokizuki, popular employee of the Girls Bar, Girls Bite. Kizuna Ashihara, a third year at Siryu, lied about his age and frequently visited her along with members of the Neokai gang. Ashihara-kun supposedly joined the Neokai gang thanks to his senpai. That was the unique part of this case. Ashihara had no contact whatsoever with the professor.
Wait a minute.
In other words, he wasn't one of the professor's targets for this delinquency. However, Ashihara-kun happened to overhear some key info about the professor while he was at the Neokai gang's hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Koga hung up after a certain phone call, he muttered something to himself. That brat. That brat. Supposedly that's what Ashihara heard Koga say. The fact that he said brat must mean the professor's quite young, quite younger than Koga. Obviously a student prodigy. He's most likely around 40, so we can expect the professor to be in his teens, maybe early 20s. Alright, we've gone through all the information we have so far. The biggest thing we still don't know is the professor's motive behind selecting those 8 specific students to lead astray.
Yeah.
Out of the 8, we know one person for absolute certain. Kurumazaki-kun in the robotics club. Correct. Now if we include the 6 individuals who we know were directly approached by the professor,
In other words,
we're up to 7. One more person left.
which means
Assuming our theory is correct, there should be 1 student remaining who was led astray by the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, who could it be? Maybe the student's actually been involving in illegal activity this whole time. Excuse me. We just haven't caught wind of it yet.
yes.
Perhaps you're right. We must figure out who this last individual is as soon as possible. From Kento.
Kento.
Hello, what is it, Kento? Oh, sis, thank God. Where are you right now? At HQ with Yagami-san. Yagami-san's with you? Perfect. I'm actually at the popo in front of the station right now, and I've got a bit of a situation.
Hey,
What's wrong? Well, hey, you little bastard. Aw, crap. Kento. Sorry, call you right back.
hey.
What? What was that? Everything alright?
No,
I'm not sure, but it sounds like Kento's in some kind of trouble. That's not good. Where is he? He said he's at the popo in front of the station. Come on, let's go. Oh, okay.
A good sign of how you treat others is the response you receive when you're in crisis. Americans are facing a financial crisis, and there are a lot of people clowning on social media. In today's video, you'll have a pretty good understanding of why. Here's one of Catherine's recent photos on Instagram, with the comment section flooded with mean-spirited comments. Catherine and Austin are great at creating the mirage that their family is perfect, and they're an inspiration to others. But look a little deeper, and you'll understand why the haters come out
learn to keep up. I'll ask the clerk inside. I'll scope out the area. I'm saw. Isn't that bag? Ah. It's Kento's. The wallet I gave him for his birthday is inside.
Seriously?
No way. I asked the clerk what happened. You stay here, Amasawa.
Yes.
Okay. I see, so no idea where he went.
Yagami-san!
See, Yagami-san, what happened to Kento? Apparently, he was here with a woman in her late 30s who was dressed, amorously. An older woman? They both got dragged into a black car by some guys who looked like Yakuza. They just took off. Yagami-san, do you think it was the Neokain gang? Maybe they grabbed him because we're getting closer to the professor. It's hard to say. Whatever the reason, we need to find Kento-kun. If only we could figure out where they took him. Kento, where did you go? Yagami-san, can you think of some way to find my brother? The only clues he left behind are the bag and the wallet he dropped. Actually, I think we can put those to use. How? Let's just say a good detective always has a tool for the job, and this particular tool has a nose of its own. Huh?
Alright, let's go.
Huh. You know where he went?
I see.
Ah, Ronald. How could I forget about him? Alright, Ronald. This is your time to shine. Wolf. So...
Got something?
Huh? Where's...
This is not. Got something? This is
Excuse me.
not. Got something?
Hmm? This way, why would they go here? Kentokan should be somewhere around here. What is this place? Let go of me, you bastard. Hey, that's Kento's voice. Guess now's not the time to mess with the intercom. Kentokan. The fuck do you want? Smack. Ugh. Right, like telling you is gonna change how this goes. I'll take every single one of you on. Bring it. What in the? What's this guy's deal? Let's just kill his ass. Bring it on. Kentokan, are you alright? Grown, Yakumi-san, I'm sorry. Let's get out of here. I'm sorry, sis. Apologies are appreciated, but they aren't explanations now. Explain yourself. Dang, she's really harsh to him, man.
So
She
actually,
was my sugar mama. Uh-huh. What?
What was that?
I'm sorry, you're what?
so
Well, if a lady wants to date a younger guy and she's willing to spend the money, yeah, no, I get it. Instead of sugar daddy. That's, not what I meant. What you doing with a sugar mama? This ain't proud family. Turns out she's also seeing this guy who's kinda in the Yakuza. Oh, shit. Basically, he got caught up in some BS. Basically, he got caught up with a woman who cheating on her man. A dangerous man. You little idiot.
Hey,
How did you meet her in the first place? I'll but take a guess the professor's website. Well, the professor's website, right? Use the professor's site. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called it, the idiot. Use the professor's site. Excuse me. What? You've been posting there? In that horrible place? Yeah, I'm sorry. You deserve every... Yeah, like I said, I'm really sorry. I can't believe you. All while we were chasing after the professor. Kento-kun, how long have you been doing this? Probably for a good while. For like 2 months now. I started pretty soon after I first heard about the site from a friend. I was just reading the site and posting for fun, nothing serious. Then one day, I got a DM from the professor. He said, I'm well aware of your looks and social skills. You could make some serious spending money doing this. And had a little job description after that.
no way.
So you got the idea after the professor whispered in your ear.
Now that you mention it.
You're not gonna be son. The professor's goal is to make 8 students become delinquent in some way or other. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that marks the mystery club because Kento is a part of the mystery club. So that makes 8. Yeah, and we're pretty sure we know who 7 of them are.
Which means...
Well, perhaps that last student is actually Kento.
I guess so.
You know, could be. The wall of shame for you. Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Yep, and just like that, we have our 8.
Hey.
Well, I'm sorry, now that we've got a full list, we can finally work out the professor's motive.
Yes.
Yes, I think we were finally ready for some serious sleuthing. Firstly, the professor's motive isn't monetary, so what other motives could we possibly theorize? Let's see, for money, for love, for revenge. There are plenty of potential reasons. Yeah, that's true.
Masala.
Say, Amasawa, what do you think would have happened if we weren't there to set those kids straight? What would have happened? Well, they obviously would have continued their delinquent behavior. Yeah, that's safe to say, but it's also very likely that they would have been caught eventually. Every time a crime is repeated, the risk of discovery increases. In all of the cases we look into, the police would have caught the kids eventually if they took the investigations seriously enough. I suppose that's true. Oh, so in other words, we can predict the outcome the professor was hoping for. They get caught and punished. There's a good chance they would have gotten caught and punished for their crimes in some way. Yeah, that seems to be the most natural outcome. Most likely sent to an institution of some sort, expelled from school, and possibly even turned into a criminal case. Oh, what if that was the goal? Oh,
In other words...
you're saying the professor's goal was to get those students out of Syria by getting them in enough trouble to be expelled or incarcerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a theory for now.
I see.
seen, but it does make quite a lot of sense in this scenario.
So,
Let's see if this line of thought leads us to the professor's identity. We can move on if not. So what do the 8 people in our list have in common? What indeed? What was the professor's criteria for selecting these students? Hang on. These are... What is it? Nah, it's just a coincidence, right? Can't tell if you know something, you better say something, boy.
Kento-kun.
Notice something, Kento-kun? Well, you were talking about what they might have in common, so I just gave it a thought and... But there's no way I'm right. I'm terrible at that detective stuff, you know. You never know, man. Just give it a shot. Spit it out. Kento, just tell us. Yeah, just speak your piece, man.
So,
Well, all 8 students.
so actually,
We were on the cultural festival committee. Wow. You don't think Ito Kuro was behind this?
What was that?
They were what? Kento, are you sure? Yeah, there should be a picture somewhere. You don't... Ito Kuro is the professor. She's the professor. It has to be her because she has all the technical skills to do it. And then let's not put in perspective that she was out of school for a certain period of time. Found it here. Ito Kuro is the professor. See, all 8 of us.
Really?
It can't be.
No way.
Y'all can be some. This mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. We know someone with the motive for turning these 8 Syracuse students into bad apples.
In other words,
And this theory ties everything we've learned about the professor together into a neat little league. What do you mean? Let's start by summarizing the professor's motive. At this point, it's safe to say revenge. I agree. Revenge sounds like the most fitting motive if the end goal was to get those students expelled or punished. Next up, we've already deduced the professor has an advanced knowledge of computer programming and networking, which Ito Kuro has. It's her. I bet you, I know it's her. It's gotta be her. Considering the complicated dark net form, the cheat tool, and the betting site for the Genbukai, I suspect those skills are what drove Koga to curry favor with the professor to benefit the Neokain gang, and it's Ito Kuro. It's Ito Kuro. It's her. It's her. Because one, she's young enough to be considered a brat by how Koga called her, and she's a gifted programmer, and she was a student here, so she would have access here. I suspect those skills are what drove Koga to curry favor with the professor to benefit the Neokain gang. Also, that delinquent who went to the girls' bar, Kizuna Ashiwara, heard something important when he saw Koga. He had called someone a brat after hanging up his phone. He was likely talking about the professor, a brat, and she played it so well. But she still played it so well, especially even pretending to be an ally of the robotics club. A brat. Excuse me. Lastly, and this is the big one. There's only one person from the cultural committee who hasn't been caught in any kind of delinquency. Someone who definitely has the motive to seek revenge on the other committee members for abandoning her and leaving her to her own fate. And someone with such advanced computer skills, I wouldn't be surprised if that knowledge extended to websites too.
we finally know.
I think we finally know. Yeah, there you are. Trying to figure out where she was. See? A second-year former chairman of the Cultural Community Festival, a good student with high marks, but 6 months ago she clashed with the members of the Cultural Festival Committee, resulting in its dissolution. Idokura was widely disliked among her peers. After the Cultural Festival's massive failure, Idokura stopped coming to school and started showing up solely for the MRC. She's now a programmer for the Robotics Club as well. She fits, as I say, she fits the complete bill. She's young, computer programming skills, former student here, and was connected with everybody in that committee. It's unfortunate, but she fits the profile to a T.
In other words,
You're right. The professor's true identity is Kotoko Idokura. What? But Idokura? Don't you see? The cultural festival wasn't just a flop for Seiryu High. It was a catastrophic blow to Idokura's ego. It may have been due to her own attitude, but she had to deal with committee members arguing with her, blowing off their duties, and even boycotting meetings. The cultural festival was destined to be a failure with that kind of situation, but she still took it so hard that she stopped coming to school entirely. Who would really be surprised to find out she's had a grudge against her former committee members this whole time? Duh. No way. Not only that, Idokura-san is very proficient with computers. As exemplified in that moment and in the Robotics Club. She put together that mystery trick encyclopedia in no time, and it's professional level work. She also tutored Sakura-kan in the Robotics Club with his programming. But the professor was selling answers to mock exams and stuff on the site, right? You'd have to steal that from the cram school's computers or something. Only a professional hacker could pull that off. Exactly, which she has the capabilities of doing. About that, there's still something that's been coming to mind every so often. At first, it was just a curious discovery that didn't mean much of anything. What is it, Amasawa? Well, when I had you go undercover at Todoroki's gym, do you remember when Idokura-san found a photo of Fudo Oshikiri in that weekly magazine?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
That being said,
Well, I did some more research on that picture. Turns out the article it appeared in was pulled several years ago due to a legal claim.
What was that?
What? I tried reverse image searching the photo, but it seems all digital versions of the article were pulled as well. My guess would be the Omi Alliance pressured them into self-censorship at some point. Whatever the case, the fact is that no one should have been able to find that picture unless they somehow accessed the publisher's servers.
In other words,
So, you think Idokura might actually be that good at hacking? Yes, it's quite likely. Recall how Fudo Oshikiri turned out to be the key to the payback boxer case? What if Idokura-san fed us that information so Oshikiri-kan's crimes would be exposed and he'd face criminal charges? What if Idokura fed us that information so Oshikiri-kan's crimes would be exposed and he'd face criminal charges? No way. What kind of high schooler would be thinking that far ahead? No way. What kind of high schooler would be thinking that far ahead?
that being said,
I just can't believe it. Not yet. Not the Edo Kuro-san I know.
Asala.
Well, let's ask her to come meet with us. We should ask her face to face. And hope the only thing that comes off it is a good laugh. Agreed. She usually drops by the club room around this time. I'll try reaching out to her. I bet you she might not answer. She probably won't answer.
I'm a Saba-senpai.
Did you need something?
Oh.
There you are, Idokura. We just had a quick question for you. Won't take long. She's probably piecing things together, and maybe I've already figured it out. Yep, she figured it out. Wow. That's outright mittens of guilt right there.
Yagami-san.
She can't get away. What the hell? Come on, it's stuck.
No way.
I think she locked us in.
Really?
Wait, did she bring a key with her in case this happened? Wow, she really did think hell of a head. Girl. Open, damn it. Where is she? Hey you, a girl just came out here, right? Idokura, Kotoko Idokura? Idokura, son. Yeah, I saw her. Which way did she go? Out towards the front gate. Outside. Okay, thank you. Damn it, we can't lose her. See her anywhere.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, look. Idokura.
Hey.
Kento, I'll take it from here. It's probably best that you don't get involved. Yeah, no problem.
Itakura.
Running through the courtyard wiped me out. Exercise really isn't my thing.
Will you talk to us now?
Knowing how perceptive you are, I bet you knew what we were going to ask just by looking around the room, right? But no, it's nothing more than a theory. I'd really prefer to learn this was a misunderstanding.
There's no misunderstanding.
So, Itakura, if we wanted to run our theory by you, would you deny it? Would you?
How weak. Nothing's worse than detectives who don't trust their hunches. Yep. I'm the professor. I'm the one who turned all the cultural committee members into delinquents.
What?
No way. You're kidding me. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Isn't that right? I'm a A real detective faces every truth equally. But why? You seem like you were finally happy in the MRC. Tell me, why?
She's a clever witch.
Why did you go through all this effort?
Well, first made the website. It was really just because I was bored at home. Eventually, all sorts of people started posting. People venting about their parents or their teachers. People who needed quick money. People craving revenge. And the more advice I gave them to achieve their desires, the more popular I became. Before I really knew it, people have started calling me the professor. Why did you meddle with the lives of your cultural committee? Was that for revenge? Revenge? Kinda. I mean, I just figured it'd be easier for me to go back to school if I got rid of all the people I hate. But now...
She feels no shame about it. No
none of that
offense.
matters.
Dang, she a cold ass bitch.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor.
Koga. Koga.
Koga, you're late.
My apologies.
She summoned Koga here to protect herself.
I see now. Her confession was just to buy her time.
Yep.
Koga, you've really hit rock bottom. So broke that you have to lean on a schoolgirl?
Goodness, you really are unbelievable. I suppose you're only capable of surface-level observations, after all.
What?
She's already a professional-level hacker. We partnered with her because we are genuinely impressed with her talent. We don't think of her as a mere high schooler, like you seem to be doing. Not that I should expect someone as narrow-minded as yourself to see the true value of the professor. After all, a hacker's age is irrelevant to their work. Consider the U.S. Department of Defense. Their website was hacked by a high schooler, and they in turn praised his achievement. Or the recent incident of a 16-year-old netting tens of millions of yen through cryptocurrency. I've even heard of criminal organizations in South America training children to be hackers. This proves my premise. A hacker's age has nothing to do with ability. We intend to nurture her talents for the sake of the Neo-Keihin gang, to surpass even our previous efforts.
He wants to get even
Koga,
bigger than the
tell me,
Neo-Keihin gang
what's your
before
scheme?
previously.
I know you weren't turning all these kids rotten without some kind of reason.
We shall utilize the dark web to create the greatest black market ever. The student forum and gambling website were nothing but practice runs for our true vision.
You're making a black market site?
My firm, Koga & Company, has been dealing in illicit goods such as firearms for several years now.
Come to think of it, he's been selling guns to the public in Kamurocho too.
Unfortunately, the underground economy is already flooded with competition, not to mention your network. It's nigh impossible for newcomers such as ourselves to break into a market where there are such dominant powers. However, the dark web is still largely unexplored territory. An entirely untraceable, secure territory at that. Despite these benefits, no one has capitalized on this untapped potential within our country. This means the entirety of online criminal business in all of Japan is ours for the taking.
Itakura, this sounds like something you want to do? Help Koga enable violence across the whole country?
I just can't take the horrible cliquishness of it all anymore. Ever since that godforsaken festival.
You doing this over a goddamn festival, chick. Really? You're that better? Over a festival? Just like I thought, she's still trying to cope with that, with what happened in the cultural festival committee.
And it's not like it ends with school. Trying to fit in at some desk job for the rest of my life. Just the thought of it makes me sick. I refuse to live in constant fear of getting excluded for no reason beyond getting on someone popular's bad side. That's why I've dedicated all my efforts to what's most important in life. The strength to stand alone. Itakura-san.
Well, Professor, let's take our...
Please, it's too cold out.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Koga. Let's go. We have plenty of work to do.
Itakura, stop. Are you really
Good
sure
kid
about
gone
this?
bad.
Joining up with such terrible people.
I've made up my mind.
Yagami-san, I suggest you stop interfering. Unless you want to see what'll happen to the girl if you don't. Yes, just stay right where you are. Heed my words. Pursue us, and the girl gets one right through the skull.
Itakura-san. Why?
Yagami-san, what should we do? She wasn't shivering. She was trembling.
What?
What?
Excuse me.
What are you talking about, Yagami-san? Never mind. Our next move is to track down Itakura and figure out how to rescue her. Would it really be a rescue, though? She'd rather seem to prefer leaving with them. We just have to find her and talk her out of it somehow. Messing around with that gang is only going to end poorly for her. Plus, we can't let a member of the MRC go down the wrong path that easily. That'd make me one crappy advisor, wouldn't it? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And one more thing. You've forgotten an important point, Homicide.
After all,
And truly
the
artful...
artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur, right?
Exactly. You got me there. We sure have our work cut out for us, though. Let's head back to the club room. I want to talk out our next steps.
Yes.
Alright, sounds good.
Yagami-san!
Where's Itakura? We're not sure. Koga from the Neokain gang took her. What? She got kidnapped? No. She went willingly. Itakura-san seemed to want to go with him. Wait. What? So, what do we do now? We get to work.
Right.
Wow. I mean, I get it, but how? Where do you think she went? Do you know anything about the Neo Kayan gang having a hideout?
Nope.
Back when I was investigating the robotics club, I found a spot that seemed like it was theirs. Unfortunately, they probably moved on from there by now. Oh.
But...
Luckily, we do have one lead to work with. I actually memorized the license plate of the car that took Itokura. What? You did? That's crazy. Yeah, it was basically out of instinct. Although the police would be the only ones who could do something with it. Should we file a report then, that you saw a minor get kidnapped?
Nope.
Nah. I don't think that would work out the way you think. No, that should be our last resort. Getting the police involved guarantees Itokura ends up in some serious trouble. In the end. Facts. That's true. Should we split up and search the town ourselves? We know they have to be based somewhere in Ichijo. That'd take forever with just the three of us. Ichijo's freaking huge. Good point. Wait, maybe we could actually make it work.
What?
Huh? If we have the car's license plate number, there is one way that we might be able to track it down. I know this super hacker, Tsukumo.
That can't be.
Oh right, Tsukumo-san. Let's ask him to help out. Maybe he can hack into some of the surveillance cameras the police have around here in town. If he can do that, maybe he can find the car for us. That seems unlikely, even for someone as talented as Tsukumo-san. We're talking about a government authority here. I'm pretty sure Tsukumo can pull it off. You've got a point. I don't want to see him getting in any trouble. Either. Besides, I read somewhere that the police only install their cameras along the major roads and pedestrian areas. Since they don't cover the alleys or other discrete areas across town, I doubt their surveillance system would do us much good at this point. Perhaps it's worth looking into as a last resort, but I think it'd be better to consider other options for now. Maybe you're right. In that case, what should we do? Oh, right. There is one thing that might work. We ask everyone to lend us a hand.
What?
Who's everyone? Exactly. All the students I've met here at Siryu. Ichijo's definitely too big for the three of us, but not for dozens of people. The numbers on our side that way. Oh, now there's a way to go about it. Yeah, since we know the car's license plate, we won't have to worry about false IDs either. This could actually work. Yeah. It's time to work together and crack it for good.
Hey guys, sorry to have you come here so late. Like I told you before, the cops can't get involved in this. That's why I need your help.
Sure, but why do you need us, though?
Well, it's to rescue Itokura. Beyond that, though, I can't share the details. Sorry.
Hey, Yaga. This is weird. Beyond a couple of exceptions, everyone here was on the Cultural Festival Committee at the same time as Itokura. And she was the one who we all kind of, you know.
Oh, now that you mention it.
And you've been after this professor person. Is that related to this somehow?
I can't
Well,
say it's
look who figured
unrelated.
out.
I also can't say each of you had no part in the events leading up to this either.
I see. I don't know what's going on, but I knew we'd have to face the music someday.
Same here. It's always bugged me. feel terrible that I've never summoned the courage to apologize either.
Yeah. But I was basically just a shadow member on the committee, remember? I joined in the first place because I drew the short straw.
Yeah, but you still showed up at meetings, at least at first. Even though all you did was eat our snacks.
I wouldn't blame him either.
Did I?
Yeah, and you gave Kotoko a real attitude, too. In fact, you were one of the first to give her the cold shoulder. Don't tell me you forgot, either.
Did I really?
You sure did. So, don't go pretending none of this applies to you.
Guys, I just need you to do one thing for me. I'm gonna give you a license plate number. I want you to search the town high and low for that car. It's a black four-door sedan. And I'm talking about covering the entire town. So we're gonna need serious numbers on this. Ask your friends to lend a hand if you can.
Yagami, don't you worry about it. If you need the help, I'll round up Made in Heaven for you.
Oh, that'd be a huge help.
Oh yeah, most
Yagami-san,
definitely.
you have the Robotics Club support as well. Tokura-san is a highly valued member of the team.
And you know the rabbits would be happy to help if it's for you, Yagami-san. We're out and about so much, we know the city like the back of our hands. We'll find that car no problem.
Thank you, Kitagawa. Nishizono. All right, everyone. Hit me up the moment you see that car.
What do you mean Itokura-senpai's missing?
I don't know all the details. Let's just trust Yagami-san on this one. Besides, if one of our own is in danger, then we're all in danger until we mount a rescue.
Yeah. You're right. So, what's the plan, Okitagawa?
We're going to handle this the way we know best. Here's our strategy.
All right, rabbits. Time for us to comb the town. Go! Ha! Set! Ready! Woo!
Ah, a pro. At what?
No. She goes by the Professor.
Ah, that's English, though.
Yeah, sure is. Get with the times.
Oh, you little asshole! Don't you throw that boring bullshit at me! The Japanese word is sensei!
You're so embarrassing.
Made in Heaven rides again tonight, fellas! Let's fire 'em up! Yeah!
Thank you, everyone.
Yagami-san,
I asked the karate club guys and my girlfriends to help out. Girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah, but make sure you don't spill all the details of the case up to them, okay?
yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Yagami-san.
Yogi-san, while you two focus your efforts on the crowd support, I'll attempt a different approach. And what would that be? I'm going to reach out to Itokura-san's parents. They might be able to talk some sense into her. I see. Although it'll be better if they get the police involved.
Yes.
Well, I'll make sure to observe her parents' reactions as I speak with them. I'll only proceed if they appear to understand the situation. Alright, that sounds good. Well then. Alright, I think it's time to check out that Neo Kaingen hideout I found when I was helping the Rabbits Club. The Robotics Club. Pretty sure it was in the building on East Surukami Highway with the Yamakawa Tower sign. This squirrel's listening to for something.
I can hear it.
That sound's coming from here.
Hey, what could this mean?
This squirrel is taking you back for a walk.
There you are.
Who's a good boy?
Good boy. Attaboy.
This might be useful. Gotta be quick into that. Oh shit. You fucker. Crap. Revenge.
There you are. Who's a good boy? Good boy. Good dog. Very good dog.
Did you look? Done.
Yeah, stay down. Suspicious, strong. There it is. I can hear it. This mean? Getting warmer. Here we go. Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
was
And
quick.
stay down. Really, guys?
Come on.
What a waste. Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
Strong.
There you are.
Who's a good boy?
Good boy. Attaboy. Boy.
it. Arigatou.
It's drawing.
This girl's listening for something.
There it is. What could this mean?
This girl is flying and pointing in a certain direction.
Good boy.
Who's a good boy?
There you are. Good dog. Very good dog. Attaboy.
Looks like the lights are off. Maybe I should take a quick peek inside anyway. Yup, this place is deserted. No surprise there. Gangs usually don't keep their hideouts once they get made. Unless they have a good reason. Guess this was a bust. Here you are, Yagami. Koga-san really did call it. I don't really have time to deal with you. Well, we've got our orders, so you'd better get ready to bleed out. Neokind punks, let's go.
Let's go.
More of them? Shit. He ain't playing around. Damn, there's no end to him. And then there's these small fries boring you, Yagami-san? Now this is becoming an official pain in the ass. Huh? Who the hell are you? God. Oh.
Bums me out.
Sakuma. Weak sauce, ganging up on a guy like that. Guess you need to learn a lesson or two, huh?
Dumbass!
You motherfuckers. I don't give a shit if you're boxers or pro wrestlers or whatever the fuck.
Former OPBF champ,
I go Todoroki, former OPBF champ. And I'm gonna turn you all into paste.
Coach!
Heh, coach. Hey coach, can I jump in too?
Yeah!
Get him, Oshikiri. This is for Yagami. We're all running wild tonight.
Kill him!
Feeding time, fuckers. Kill him. Tear him to goddamn bits. Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
Fight me!
Yagami-san, how about you and me, Tango? Damn it. Hey, meathead. I'm up first.
Kenya-kun!
What? Kenya-kun? Looking sharp. Guess giving your dad the old 1-2 really put some hairs on your chest, huh? Where's Pops anyway? Oh, he's done for. Guess you whooped his ass a little too good, huh? He just gets shit-faced all day, every day now, pissing and moaning about how he lost his wife and kid.
What's that?
My dad is? But hey, none of that matters now that we're all here, does it? Can't believe I get to fight Yagami-san and Kenya-kun today. This is the best day of the year. Yeah, it looks like you're only getting Kenya. What the? You bastard. See you later. I've gotta go find your boss. Sorry, everybody. But you got this from here.
Yeah.
No worries. See you around. Yeah.
Hey.
Aw, don't be down, meathead. I'm more than enough for you alone.
Can't lose.
Now bring it.
Come on!
You oughta watch your mouth, Kenya Kun. Don't blame me if I send you crying to your daddy. Phew, thank goodness for Todoroki and his crew. But I'm out of clues. Nishizono? Yeah. Hello, Yagami-san. I found it. The license plate you're looking for.
What was that?
What? Where?
So,
In front of the office complex on Hayake Alley. There's a shady looking guy outside too. I'll send you a picture. Koga, that means we know where his hideout is.
excuse me.
I'll keep an eye on him for now. Can you be here soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head over there right now, but if it gets dangerous, get out of there immediately, got it? Let everyone else know you found the car too, okay?
Yes.
Got it. Alright, time to head out.
Hey.
Nishizono Takanashi. Where'd the guy in the sunglasses go? The one from the picture.
So,
Looks like he left someone else in charge and took off somewhere. I see, okay. I wouldn't want him spotting me from there anyway.
hey.
Hey, Yagami-san. That room up on the 3rd floor is the only one with lights on. Is that where Kotoko is?
Yeah.
Probably.
Excuse me.
What are you gonna do, Yagami-san? The 3rd floor, huh? Guess I'll have to sneak in.
Huh?
You're gonna sneak in?
Yeah.
Alone? Yeah, it's more convenient that way. I'll probably have to talk things out with her first. Kotoko. Masa's calling. Sorry.
Hello?
What's up? Hello? Yagami-san, I did some research on Itokura-san's parents.
Amasawa.
Did you find anything? Itokura-san's father passed away in a traffic accident back when she was still a middle schooler. Come to think of it, I remember hearing from Takanashi that Itokura lives just with her mother.
Yes.
Not only that, I also learned her father was a brilliant programmer. He was a network engineer for some high-profile company, and he taught Itokura-san computer programming from a very early age.
I see.
I see. Itokura got her skills from her dad. By the way, what did her mom have to say about her?
Well,
Actually, Yagami-san, her mother's currently hospitalized. Really? Why? Apparently she's rather sickly. She's been hospitalized for a while now.
Huh?
What? Are you serious?
yes.
Yes. When I saw her mother in her weakened state, I couldn't bring myself to talk about the case. No, that's fine. But if she doesn't have any parents at home, that means,
Yes.
yeah, she's been all alone for quite some time. I see. Hmm. Is that what's up, Amasawa? Sorry, I'll be hanging up now. She hung up. Well, thank you both so much for your help. It's getting late. Could you let the other rabbits know they can head home now? Are you gonna be okay in there? Yeah. You just get the rabbits off the streets and leave the rest to me. Sure thing. Yagami-san, take good care of Kodoko, okay? Alright, let's get to the 3rd floor. I should start by finding a good climbing spot. I'm in. Where's Itokura? Yagami-san, sorry for hanging up on you before. I was calling from the hospital where Itokura-san's mother is staying when I noticed some suspicious individuals. I took a quick picture, sending it to you now. These guys they're Neo-Kaien gang members, correct? Thank you so much, Amazon. I'm real busy now, but I'll update you soon. Understood. What was the Neo-Kaien gang doing at that hospital? Hopefully, Itokura will be willing to explain. Also, hope I don't run into Koga. I'm gonna take a hunch is that they're using the mother as leverage. That's just my guess.
Itakura.
Yagami-san, what are you doing here? I'm here to have a talk with you.
What?
You are?
I see.
Well, at least you can still talk, and it doesn't seem like there's restraining you here. Huh.
Hey!
What?
Hey.
Hey, Itokura, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. How'd you like the MRC in the robotics club? What? What are you talking about? Because, if you ask me, I say they were downright gratifying to you. I mean, eventually you seemed genuinely happy working on MRC duties and teaching Sakura-kun programming. Still, I still remember all of us in the robotics club getting ramen together too.
Look here!
What do you actually want for me to call the guards?
Hey.
Itokura, don't you think you've already taken a huge step forward compared to when you stopped attending school and isolated yourself?
What?
Itakura.
I want the strength to survive on my own. That's totally fine. But you have the option of choosing a different life. That's what I think. That first big step, that takes real courage. But, Itakura, I know you have the courage now. You can break through the spell you've built around you.
Oh.
Come back to us.
Come back to Syria with me. It's too late for that. What do you mean by that? They have her mother hostage. Dang, girl, it's not like you constipated. Itakura.
Really?
Don't tell me. The things you did as the professor, did they really turn out how you wanted? Maybe at first your goal was to get the rest of the cultural festival committee to drop out. But is that really all it boils down to? You're telling me nobody's been whispering in your ear? At the very least?
What?
What? What are you trying to say? I got proof you're being coerced into acting as a professor, at least to some degree. Her mother.
Apparently, Amasawa took the trip to the hospital that's caring for your mother.
What? How dare she?
And this is a photo she took from outside your mother's room. I believe those guys are with the Neo-Kahan gang. And I know exactly how low they'll stoop. Threats and coercion are just the tip of the iceberg.
Facts.
What are you saying?
The crimes, the delinquency. Tell me, how much of that was your own idea?
Well, the Neo-Kahan gang is essentially using my mother as a sort of insurance.
Called it.
Insurance?
She's their ace in the hole should I make any attempts to betray them. But it's not like I'm being directly threatened or something.
You sure about that?
Yagami-san, my working relationship with the gang is not one built on trust. We're both fully aware we're using each other. But it's not like I completely lose out in this arrangement. I'm willing to accept the risks.
So you're saying you actually want to keep all this up?
I told you, I'm building the strength to stand alone. Obviously, that means I don't need your help.
Is that true, though? Aren't you being blackmailed? That's not something you can work out on your own.
Just drop it! Or do I need to call back? I've made my decision. I'll be fine on my own. So just leave me alone, got it?
So stubborn. I doubt I'm going to win her over like this. That means I'm out of options for now. I'll try again once I come up with a new strategy.
I get it. It's your life, so it's your call. I'll leave you to stew on that for a while. But if you ever need my help, all you have to do is tell me. You've got my number? Hit me up and I'll be there.
Alright, I get it.
Huh? What'd you just say, Itakura?
What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Please help.
It's okay, Itakura.
Help me, please. I really am being forced to do this. I can't leave. Or they said they're gonna. They'll kill my mom.
Like I said, call
all you
me.
have to do is tell me. Don't worry. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. I'm counting on you now, okay?
Hey.
Who was that? Hmm? Oh, just a friend.
Hey.
So, Itokura, I'll ask you again, how much of this was your idea? All of it. I wanted to get revenge on the committee, just like you deduced. Micah was the first one. She posted that request about wanting to make some easy money. And that's when you suggested the sugar baby gig. I taught her everything too. Date plans, identifying good marks to rip off, even exit strategies for when things went south. Did you know the reason Takanashi wanted the money in the first place? No, I had no idea she wanted to cover my tuition. So, then what happened? Micah gradually started having more trouble with her targets, and I definitely didn't want her in any danger. So I decided to hire her some protection.
In other words...
And that's when the Neokain gang showed up.
I suppose.
Yep, they didn't seem to have any other jobs going. They took mine at a really low rate. But after that, everything started escalating with Koga and his crew. Eventually, they had me contributing to illegal enterprises of all sorts, not just those involving serious students.
This is the worst.
The Neokain gang is really something else. When it comes to evil, they never run out of ideas. It's almost like they know how to convert crime into cash. Once Koga and his men got involved, there was enough action that it was only natural for word about the threats to spread around town, let alone Seiryu High.
Hey.
When did the actual coercion start? Not long after I first hired them. I expressed my disapproval towards Koga and his gang's approach to criminal activity, particularly the extreme measures they often take. And I didn't expect that to go all over well with them, but I never thought they'd do anything so heinous as to take my mother hostage. I realize now I made a deal with the devil, all because of some stupid revenge I thought I deserved. Let's just get out of here for now. Is it safe for me to leave, though? I mean, my mom's.
Hey.
Don't worry, that's already taken care of. She's safe now.
What?
Really? Come on, Itokura. It's time to end this.
Got it.
Okay, I'll trust you, Yagami-san. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yagami-san!
Looks like we're busted.
Professor!
What's going on here? I don't believe this aligns with our agreement. You promised me, once we assisted you in leading those 8 students astray, you'd shift your focus to our organization's work. You people haven't actually been sticking to your promises either. Didn't your crew take jobs under my name without my permission? Also, I never agreed to take advantage of that robotics expert. We prefer to think of those as examples of flexing our roles in the organization. More importantly, though...
Are you sure?
Do you actually not care if something were to happen to your mother?
Oh.
Gasp. Oh, about that, Koga. You really think you've got the upper hand?
What?
What? Koga-san, we got a call from our hospital crew. What about? Is something wrong? Sounds like they've started. Yon, I'm tired as shit. How long do we gotta keep watch? I'm freaking starving, man.
What?
The biker boys are in town. Ghost and his crew.
Ghost?
Ghost.
Ow!
What are they doing here? Hey, what do you want? We'll meet again, dead meat. Good thing you're already in the hospital. I'm not holding back like last time.
Huh?
You were... Yeah, he was holding back, bro.
Should I make it so every joint in your body bends the other way?
Wonder how long it'll take him to fix everything in you that I'm about to mess up.
Oh shit!
You little pussy. Kasai.
Shit!
We're fucked. We're so fucked. That guy's off his nut. Huh? Back up. I'm getting back up. Hey, wait for me. Listen up. We're on guard here 24/7 until Yagami finishes off those assholes. Right?
What?
Hey, Kasai, what the hell are you doing? It's made in heaven. They've got the hospital locked down. Yeah.
Hey!
Kasai, what is it? What did you do, Yagami? I just went where you led me, Koga.
What?
What's that supposed to mean? Thanks to all the scheming you did while taking advantage of Itakura, I got led all over town, cleaning up your messes and making allies. I don't know who you're referring to. Return the professor to me now. What? What in the hell? Tasered. No more bullets, no more guns. The Robotics Club. Nice one. Okitagawa. Phew. Looks like we got the stun mechanic working just in time. Man, is this thing hard to steer. I'm 10 times more impressed with Yagami-san's skills now than I was during the competition.
Kurumazaki.
Look at that. Kurumazaki, the robot you wanted to make, actually saved the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good design after all. Curse you, Yagami. Itokura, shield your eyes.
Oh.
God, the hell is that? My eyes. It's Junpei Hanasaki of the Bakuan Raryu. Got a little present for you. Hot, hot, hot. My eyes, my eyes. Let's go. Okay. Shit, whoever can still move, follow me. Pat, I can't. I can't run anymore. Yagami-san, what are we going to do? Koga should be on this way.
What?
On this way. Koga?
I suppose you drew me away from my crew intentionally. No matter. With one call, they'll be here in moments.
I wouldn't count on that.
What?
Going somewhere, jackass? Well, I think you're staying put till the police get here.
Painful, isn't it?
What'd you do? Delay them off somehow?
No backup today, Koga. It's finally over.
You're done for.
Professor, you know how highly I value your skills.
You what?
I genuinely have the utmost respect for you. Please consider the value of our partnership.
So you respected me by taking my mother hostage? Really? Didn't you threaten to taint her IV?
That was simply a momentary lapse of judgment. I needed insurance in case you turned on us.
Are you for real right now?
Please, Professor, consider your situation. Let's say you attempted to re-enter civilian life. Do you think society could put a proper value on you? No. those odds are slim to none. Hammer the nail that sticks out. That's how society works. A cruel dog-eat-dog world of deceit and sabotage. People masking their true selves every day, all to avoid the wrath of their peers and superiors. And no matter how hard you try to make it unscathed, someone will be waiting for the opportunity to use you. But I'm sure you're more aware of this than most, aren't you? Professor, so long as you attempt to conform to society, you will always feel constrained, even suffocated. However, the Neo-Kahane gang would see you flourish to your full potential, giving you the freedom and strength you desire. And we would be most appreciative of your talents. So, Professor, please, come back into the fold.
No matter what I do, I'm going to have to interact with people. In the back of my mind, I've known that all along. But whether I knew it or not, I kept pretending it wasn't true. Ever since the day I left Serio. That is, until Yagami-san told me that I have all the courage I need.
Courage?
So, I've decided I'm done lying to myself.
Well, Koga, sounds like she's made up her mind. The professor's done with you and your gang. And as her advisor, I support her decision. That means she's coming with me, not you.
What a shame. Truly a spoiled brat to the end. I don't know why I bothered trying to reason with you. Your performance is lackluster when you're forced to work. But it seems I have no choice in the matter anymore. Yagami, I'm taking you out right now. And you'll die knowing Kotoko Itokura will work for me until she's dead too.
Finally, you're talking like someone I need to hit.
Die, Yagami!
Let's do this.
you.
Sorry for the hold up, Yagami-san. That Honda dude took us some time.
Oh, looks to me like you're all good here.
Yagami-san! So I guess we really cracked the case, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yagami-san, what are you gonna do with these guys?
Good question. You might blab about the professor if we turn him into the police, so...
Probably gotta let him go.
Dump him in the sea?
What?
You're joking, right? No need for the theatrics, Yagami-san. I've already wiped every record of the professor's involvement with the Neo-Keihin gang. You can take them to police now.
So there's no evidence of the professor left? In that case, it sounds like he's just another urban legend now.
An urban legend?
That's true. I doubt the police would even listen to a story about a high schooler's secret website where wishes were granted. I also doubt you'll find
It sounds too outlandish.
witnesses.
So, dumped in the sea?
Without proof,
Taken to the
it
station.
sounds outlandish.
What'll it be, Koga?
Road's closed for you, bastard! Damn it!
Oh,
Guess he told the ocean.
I'm done with Japan! My next empire shall grow overseas!
Is he, planning to swim there or something?
actually, he did mention once he was in the swimming club in high school. He said he'd spent his entire youth in pools. Hopefully he doesn't wash up on the beach. I can't believe he just threw himself in the ocean.
Believe it.
I'll destroy you one day! Just you wait! Yagami!
I hear a Lost Judgment 3 coming out, maybe, perhaps.
Thanks for the help, everyone. Finally, we're done.
Kotoko! Thank God you're okay.
Itokura-senpai, let's work together again sometime.
You all know what I did, right? The things I've put you through. I'm sorry. I need to own up to what I've done. Own up? How do you plan to do that, Itokura-san? What I've done is absolutely inexcusable. So, that's why I'm quitting Seiryo for good. No way.
After
You dropped
everyone
out
went through so
Seiryo.
much.
What will you do instead? Haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll register at a vocational school and get a job to pay for it. Then I guess get hired by some company, hopefully. It's not like I wouldn't be qualified.
You can't do that. Please don't quit.
I'm sorry, Sakura.
But Itokura will be so screwed if you leave. And lonely too.
That's
If
more
I
like
don't
it.
take responsibility for what I did to you, I'll never be able to get past this.
Hold up.
What?
You don't need to be sorry for what you did. If anything, I'm grateful. It's thanks to you that I was able to get back into racing again. Besides, we're the ones who sent the cultural festival down the tubes by treating you so badly. If you're gonna drop out, then I am too. It's the only fair thing to do.
What? What are you saying? Yeah! He's got a point, you know.
We all played a part in what happened to you. It isn't fair if you're the only one taking the fall. So if you're dropping out of school, so am I. Oh, no, why are you being so stupid again? You're the one being stupid, Kotoko. How is it you don't understand? None of us blame you for our decisions. Besides, are you really gonna throw away everything Yagami-san's done for you?
Takanashi-san's right. If you're only quitting for our sakes, then you should already know this isn't the optimal outcome.
That's right, Itokura. We were just as bad as you. Actually, we were even worse. All we had to do was be honest with you, but instead we just cut you out.
Well, sorry for ditching so many meetings and eating all the chips. And maybe I didn't have the best attitude, so, I mean, you shouldn't quit school.
This guy. Oh, she cute.
Itokura-san, look how many friends you have now. Don't you think it'd be best to join them at school? Really? That would be... okay?
Itakura, come on back with us.
You guys... Alright. Thank you. Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, thank you so much for everything. Yeah. Looks like we finally solved the case of the Siryu High professor. Yes, and even better news. The MRC is stronger than ever with Otokura-san back in the fold and with a brand new lease on life. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Sis?
Maybe she can handle some of the club duties so Sis can take the back seat for a while to focus on studying for once in her life. Hey, that's... Oh no. I forgot about the mock exams coming up.
Whatever.
Omasawa-senpai, in that case, would you like me to do some snooping around online? See if I can find the answer keys for you?
No.
No thanks. I'd rather not resurrect the professor for this. Plus, I'm still one of the better students here.
Hey!
Actually, maybe you should take her up on her offer. All the other students you'll be going up against have been studying hard while you've been out chasing cases. Dang, some brother you are. I'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Probably. To some extent. Amasawa, cracking the case is good and all, but it'd still be bad news if you wound up failing your entrance exams over it. A truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur, remember? Oh wow. That's so unfair for you to use it in this situation. Well then, Yagami-san. See you tomorrow. see you tomorrow, huh? Glad to hear it. Paint seekers? So that ends the school stories. So that so ends the school stories. I hope you all enjoyed that, but I'm gonna end the stream right about now. Laters.